This is going to be part 2 of our oven build. This is the first burn. For those of you want to know what's going on, you might want to watch part 1 to kind of show you how to build the stove and how it works and what we did to make it. So the first thing we're going to do, I've got it all set up on my burn barrel, and I've got a expanded metal mesh here so any of the ashes fall on the barrel, not on the ground, so we don't have any accidents. We're going to set this aside real quick. We're going to load the bottom. We're going to be using charcoal, so I'm going to go ahead and load the bottom up with fire starters. That way we can get our charcoal burning. Can't talk tonight. Let's go ahead and put those in there. And I found a old bag of charcoal there laying there by the shed, so I think we're just going to go ahead and burn that up because I'm pretty sure it's not good for grilling anymore. Okay, we've got maybe about 3 fire starters in there. And we got some slightly damp charcoal. Load that up. I think that's all the charcoal. And lots of charcoal dust. So, let's come in here and light up a fire starter, shall we? Yeah, it looks like we've got our fire starters going, and now we just kind of sit back and wait. I'm going to light this other end up real quick. Kind of speed the process up a little bit. Now remember, this is going to be the first burn of the stove or the firebox, and that means all the toxins in there we talked about in part 1 are going to burn off. So you're not going to want to breathe these fumes in, and we're definitely not going to want to cook anything on here on the first burn. So let's get that charcoal started. Then once we get done with that, we're going to go ahead and put the oven part on. Well, we're just about ready to put the oven portion on there. I'm going to smooth out the charcoal a little bit. And it did put out quite a bit of smoke when we were getting it lit. I really do like the fire starters I made. I mean, they are really great. Alright, let's go ahead and put the oven portion on. Remember that this is the first burn, so we're going to get a lot of toxins off this can and a lot of smoke. So we're going to set that on there and let it heat up, and I'm going to run in the house and sneak out the oven temperature gauge and see what kind of temperatures we're going to get from this. Let's go ahead and throw the gauge in there so you can just hear the coating sizzling on the inside of the oven. Must be pretty darn hot. You're going to want to use pliers or a glove for this. The gloves for this, I'm pretty sure. You really don't want to get yourself burned. We're going to go ahead and set that in there and seal it up. And we're going to check it, I want to say, probably, let's do every 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, door sealed up a lot better than I thought it would. 5-minute mark. Let's see how we're doing. Holy crap. We are at the 550 degree mark line. So I'm pretty sure anything that's in the oven at this point would definitely get roasted to a crisp. I'm thinking probably we shouldn't have put so much charcoal in there, but you know, that's a good idea for the first burn. And really kind of glad we put the heat shield on the bottom now, so we didn't burn through the bottom, because this, let's see, yeah, the bottom is getting a little tender there. So we're going to let it cook 10 minutes, and let's open it up and see how we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and set this back in here, and I'm going to set it up on the rack this time. Whew. Go ahead and seal this back up. Ten-minute mark. Let's see what's going on. Temperature's cooled off a little bit, but we're still pretty close to 500 degrees. Just let it run. I want to say we're going to do a half hour and see how it's holding up. At the half hour mark, I'm going to go ahead and put my welding gloves on real quick. We're going to check the temperature. Then I'm going to flip the can upside down to go ahead and burn all the let's cook when I have gloves there, pockets on the side, and burn the toxins off the top of the can there. Well, we got a nice good fire going inside it. So let's take a look in here and see what temperature we're at. Well, it would appear that we are definitely over the 500 mark. We're at 550. Bring that in there for you to see. And I think if we go any more, we're going to toast my gauge. So we're definitely going to use less charcoal, and I think we might have to put a vent hole in the top of it to help control the temperature a little bit. So we might have to do a couple modifications. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. And we're going to flip it over just for the simple purpose is we're going to go ahead and cook the top of the can and whatever toxins are on there. Go ahead and burn off while we're at it. And I'm going to try not to burn my gloves. And we're going to open that up, and you see the smoke coming out of there? That's the toxins burning off the top. And we're just going to go ahead and let that cook for a little bit. And then I'm going to flip it back over the other direction and just see how long it holds up the heat. Well, I think we pretty much burned all the toxins off the top of the can here. And our door and our hinges are holding up quite nicely. Yeah, it's a nice crispy black there, so that means we definitely burned those off. We still got quite a bit of charcoal left after about an hour of good burning. I kind of want to throw a grate on there and cook a hamburger. Well, I think we're going to go, I'm going to go ahead and call it on this. This has been our oven build project. I can't wait to get this out in the field and try it out and see how well it does. We're going to make something in there good, I'm pretty sure. I hope this is giving you something to think about, something you might want to try on your own. We're definitely going to have to make some modifications on it, and I'll show you those after I did it. And as always, thanks for watching.